I'm here with Jim Pappas with Tarpon Title, and we're here to basically go over what is title, what the heck is that stuff about, and just to introduce Tarpon Title and Jim Pappas. And so tell us a little bit about your business, Jim.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. Hey, y'all. Title insurance is what we are. Tarpon Title specifically, okay, the company that I work for we're the middleman. You know, we're the escrow. Okay, we're what's said before, we're Switzerland. Okay?
Yeah.
Our job is to collect all the monies from the buyer side and the lender and all that stuff, and keep it in escrow, keep it secure. Okay.
In real estate deals specifically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's good. I mean, because you got
minor detail.
I mean, I know who you are.
Yeah. This is in all real estate transactions. It doesn't matter if it's a vacant lot or a single family house or a high rise office building and everything in between. Okay.
Good deal.
I mean, we do office buildings, we do single family homes. Obviously, the bulk of our business is single family homes, okay, and condos and items like that, land. But our job is to collect all the money, make sure, do the adequate searches, make sure we know what's on title. So this way, when the buyer buys the property, they truly have free and clear property.
Got it.
Okay.
So if there's like an earnest money in a deal, whenever you make an offer on a house, you put earnest money along with it. And so you deposit it. There's always a title company that's listed there. Tarpon Title is one of those title companies that will hold it, make sure everything's honest, make sure both sides are, and you don't take sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And make sure it goes, it's one of those, if a deal falls through, which there could be reasons why, but if it falls through, that it does, the seller doesn't say, hey, I'm keeping the money anyhow.
Right.
Right. I mean, they might have reason to, but that's another conversation. Yeah. And then also on the seller side is I get all the documents signed by the seller, make sure that's all done, make sure that everything on title is cleared up, and make sure that they get their money.
I mean, that's fair.
It's reasonable.
Everybody
sell it for a price.
I mean, you should get your money, right?
Yeah.
Well, what got you into title?
Well, in all honesty, in my undergrad, I was one semester. I took one of those aptitude courses, and at the end, every week you took some kind of aptitude test, and the final exam was they gave you your final analysis, and it didn't say title insurance, okay, but it said I would excel at legal, finance, and sales. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much
title
insurance.
That is title insurance. Okay.
That's funny.
So and once I started doing this in the early '90s, quite honestly, it's like I found a passion for it. It's really what I enjoy doing. I enjoy getting to a yes. Okay. Yeah. Finding a way for the deal to close. Okay.
And not every real estate deal is just smooth and like people think people think that realtors stick a sign in the yard and collect their commission,
Exactly.
But it's our job, and it's your job, and it's our job to make sure they don't see all the chaos that goes on behind the scenes, but to control it and to work towards the yes. I like how you said that.
Exactly. Thank you. No, I mean, and that's just it.
I'm going to steal that, actually.
No worries.
We need to work towards the yes.
Copyright infringer, please make note of this.
Right. Work towards the end.
No, of course, but that is it. It's I mean, like I always say, in house I say, look, there's 1,000 moving parts here. Every little thing matters. Yeah. Okay, if we forget to make a phone call, that causes a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. But communication is big, super big. And then also, but it's like, I mean, title insurance is just like the real estate. It's like nobody wants to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah, everybody likes eating the sausage.
They just want the sausage on the plate.
Exactly.
It's like,
show it to me like this.
Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, from my restaurant background and also the fact that I enjoy sales, it's like I learned to deal with people like your clients. They're all your best friends. Honestly, when we first started doing business together, I mean, I've closed quite a few loans for Scott, and it's amazing. I'm like, how many new friends, how many best friends does this guy have? Because everybody was talking to you like they're your neighbors. I'm like, okay, well, he's already sold across the street and next door. Like, how many people does he know?
Listen, you got to treat people like human beings, right?
Like your friends.
Yeah.
And that's, and that's exactly what, I'm fortunate because I've been given the leeway by the owners, Gnoti Koulianos and Koulianos. I said that like an American, like a non-Greek Koulianos. And
in Tarpon Springs. You mispronounced Koulianos.
I know. I've got to go to church right after this.
Yeah.
No.
But they've given you
complete
like autonomy, right?
Exactly. They've given
Yeah.
me free reign. You know, we trust each other, and obviously they know that, my job is to get the job done right.
Yeah, because
Okay?
you trust the professionals, right?
Exactly.
You
You got to be reliable and accurate. You know?
Get the yes. Work towards the yes.
How do we do that? Without, because listen, anybody, sure, we can close,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's an open permit, which means you can't do anything to the house.
Oh, there happens to be a $600,000 municipal lien on it.
Exactly.
Oh, what do we do now? Right.
You know that mortgage, that second mortgage that you stopped paying 10 years ago? Well,
We found it.
Exactly.
Found it.
They know about it,
Well, this is why a title company is important. Obviously, they're doing all that back end work that
behind
not
scenes.
the average Joe's gonna know to look out for. So.
And that's the whole thing. The reason why you want to use a title company is because the days of the handshake and here's your money, here's your deal.
Yes.
They don't exist. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wish they did. I
Yeah.
wish but unfortunately, and also because of this computer, because everything is so automated, you don't know what's on title. Oftentimes, I'll call a homeowner up and say, hey, by the way, that open permit, and he goes, what?
Yeah, the homeowners are unaware half the time.
That was a roof that I put on 12 years ago. What do you mean they never closed it out?
So very important to use a title company, appropriate one.
And that's the last thing you want is the day of closing. Oh, by the way, you've got this, this, and this.
And then
because they had daily fines, and now all of a sudden the seller's upset, and it's like, look. But what we try to do.
And the buyer's in a U-Haul from Colorado or
yeah.
something. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like, what do you mean? I've got 3 kids, and and the U-Haul's coming at 3 o'clock. So
exactly.
But, that's the whole thing. But but that's just it, and that's why it's advantageous for a seller, to get a title report early. So
get it on early on in the
they
deal.
know. So they know.
That makes sense.
Look,
is there like a preliminary thing that you guys do?
It's a search basically that we'll do. Okay, but
and by the way, I let him do the important stuff. That's why I'm sounding like I don't know what's going on right now, because Jim takes care of all of the title. Honestly, if there is a problem, Jim calls me and is like, "Hey, there's an issue on here. There's a cloud on title.
We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
What happened with this or with that?
But you do like a preliminary search or.
What we do is that once someone knows that, hey, look, I'm selling that property.
Yeah.
Okay. In my opinion, the best thing to do is
sellers listen up.
Is that if you're the seller in the state of Florida in all but 4 counties, okay, they pay for the owner's policy.
Okay.
The owner's policy is what you're doing to a buyer, saying, hey, buy this property, and I'm giving you an insurance policy guaranteeing that you have free and clear title. Mm-hmm. Other than whatever loans you take out to buy the property, of course, okay? But at the time of purchase, you will have free and clear title, okay? Yeah. And so the seller customarily pays for that, okay? Along with to record the deed, okay? But anyhow, those are standard fees, okay? Now, once you know that, my recommendation is that you give me a call, okay, and then you come and we open up a file, we do a search for you.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, if you mention this ad or you mention Scott, okay, for your first order, you won't have to pay any settlement fees. Okay.
No settlement.
So that's several $100s you could save.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's obviously for this. Okay.
Yeah.
But
appreciate you.
It's also to it's like, hey, so people understand hey, Tarpon Title, it works. We want to be reliable and accurate. Okay.
You're the hometown title company. I love. Everybody knows I'm a Tarpon boy. It's my hometown, and I love promoting you guys.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm sure everybody knows. There's the Died for the Cross. Okay?
Yeah, Epiphany.
Yeah, the Epiphany. Okay, so and that's basically the big thing in Tarpon. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Gnoti.
We had the Greek Prime Minister here a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
for that. That was cool.
Before COVID. No, it's the person, the 16, 18-year-old that gets the cross, okay, is blessed for a year, and he's blessed by the archdiocese and all, throughout the Greek Orthodox Church. Well, the partner here, Gnoti Koulianos, actually got the cross in 03.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't know that. I didn't even know.
Can I get real quick?
Go get it.
5 seconds. No. I'm talking about the.
Oh, the cross. Jim will be right back. Did you drop it?
But
Look
anyhow,
at this. Look at
this
this.
is it.
This is so cool.
this is our trophy. Okay, our trophy. You know,
Our trophy, like you
It's-
got
it's-
it.
I knew him at the time.
Oh man, that's cool.
You know, but that's what you get. You know, for
That's
you
pretty
dive,
cool.
you get the cross, and then you
Yeah.
get a trophy every year.
Is this? That's not the actual cross, though.
No,
That's
no.
like the trophy cross.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the trophy cross. And
That's so cool.
I mean, you know, I mean, he's very well known in Tarpon Springs.
Oh,
Okay?
for sure.
It's like
For sure.
every
the whole Colianos family is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
I went to school with like
half of-
every
10 of
half
them?
half of them. Yeah,
10 of them. There were 3 in my grade, 2 above me, 2 were coming
That's
in.
what happens, right?
No, it is fun, you know.
So it's kind of cool that I mean you're so connected to the community, even though like we had talked before about you. You're from New York originally.
North Jersey, New York. I mean, I live in both areas.
Are you gonna admit North Jersey? Or
Yeah,
yeah.
I have to. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
No.
So, but it's cool that you came down here. You found this community, this awesome community. What's your favorite thing to do in Tarpon? I know. I just like cut.
What my favorite thing to do is
Yeah.
eat. Okay, eat.
Food is
You know?
not hard to find.
I
Good
know.
food is
Good
not
food
hard to
is-
find
oh,
in Tarpon.
Listen, it's one of those where it's I mean, there's several restaurants to go in, and
Yeah.
growing up as a child, because I'm first generation, we would go to Greece every other summer for the whole summer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I mean, literally the day school finished to the right before the day started, before school started the next year, and it's
Oh, what
kinda-
an honor, man! Just what a cool
the
experience.
nostalgia. It's just that what you
Yeah.
know, in the small villages. I mean, my parents each came from a village that maybe had 400 people in it. And we're not talking big village, okay?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know? And it was just standard routine where it's like everybody would have dinner and then everybody would go for a walk on the only road in the village. Okay, I mean it's the only paved road in the village.
That's so cool.
Okay, and it's just the nostalgia, and it's like here. You know, you go down to the Sponge Docks. There's so many good restaurants down there.
I
okay?
can't even. I'm afraid to because the minute that I spout out 4 or 5 of my favorites, like there's gonna be 8 more that I think of.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why I'm not mentioning anything.
Exactly,
Because
because then they're gonna see this and I go, Jim, what are you doing?
Oh. So, you know,
Oh yeah, this restaurant. or that
yeah,
restaurant, yeah.
oh, you can mention this. Yeah, it's like when I go to Greece, it's like, oh, you can come see your Uncle Gus, but you can't
Oh.
see your Uncle
Oh,
Nick. Oh,
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
even stop by for coffee, can you?
You don't call, you don't write.
Exactly. You know, but that's
Good.
that's what I mean. We still do to this day, where it's like, you know, I mean, my wife has a preference to dining right on the water, and there's several restaurants that you can do
Yeah.
that, and then we go eat there, and then we go for a nice stroll up and down.
I love it.
You know, we visit all the shops.
Tarpon Avenue. You got Dodecanese. Am I saying that right? I've
Yeah.
said that my whole life, but I heard it was like Dodecanesa or something. I don't know.
Dodecanisha.
Dode.
The literal
Dodecanisha.
translation is 12 islands.
Ah.
Dodeca is 12,
Oh, yeah.
and
Okay.
Nisha is island.
Oh,
Islands.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. And I haven't even known.
You know what's funny?
I know.
I've been here for
I should have gone to
25
church
years,
more.
and I just learned that last year. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
oh, it's not just me then. It's not just
I'm
me
Greek.
then.
I'm fluent in Greek, and it's like, so it's not Dodecanese. I'm Greek. I know how to speak.
Dodecanese.
But I mean, but that's really it. That's what makes it, you know. And I mean, for me, what I enjoyed is like, as a kid, my father was in the restaurant business. you
Yeah.
know, up in a Greek up north in the restaurant. It's so hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
But so I mean, we would, you know, we would move around, you know, 3 or 4 times, half a dozen times in my youth, and it's like,
Yeah.
Astoria, which is part of Queens, New York, is where there's Tarpon Springs, there's Astoria, New York, and you know there's a couple of other, you know, strongholds of where there's a heavy Greek population.
Right.
And as a kid, I mean, that's what I remember, and I come here and you know, it's
It was
nostalgic
like
for me.
Yeah,
It's
it was like being home.
exactly.
I,
you know?
Honestly, I mean, I was actually, I don't admit this a lot, but now it's like going to be on for everybody to see.
There you go.
I was actually born in Camden, New Jersey, which is.
Nope.
Oh, I know. See,
Oh.
that's why that's
Just
why my
don't tell me
family's
you're a Philly
from
fan.
there. That's why I'm from there, right?
You know what they say,
But-
a great place to be from.
Great place. Camden's the best place to be from. But so when I was like a baby, we moved here in 1979. I was literally a baby, and so this is my hometown, you know.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
growing up here, I've always fit in. I've always had friends. I've always loved being home. You know what I mean? Now people are like dying to get out of their hometown sometimes.
Yep.
And it's like I never wanted that. I had to a couple of times because I had job opportunities elsewhere, but I came right back.
No, it's Tarpon is a unique place because it really is a small town that's in the Greek tradition. It's very welcoming.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's not okay, is that an outsider? You know what I mean? It's very welcoming.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you hear the music, you got the smiling people down the sponge docks, you got with
food.
the tourists.
Don't forget the food.
Oh, the food,
The
the boat rides,
the
fresh seafood. I mean,
that's my favorite hobby.
fishing.
Fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Fishing. Just go out, drop a line.
That.
I don't care if I'm, at the edge of the water or out in a boat.
Yeah.
Not really go too far out there.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a skinny water fishing, as they say. You know what I mean?
Well, good deal. Well, thank you for your time, Jim. Is there anything you wanted to throw in? Anything else as far as what you do here at Tarpon Title? Or
no. I guess in closing, so look, hopefully you give us a shot. We look forward to earning your business. Okay. Our job is to get to a yes, and we believe that we're the hardest working title company out there, and we strive to be reliable and accurate. Okay?
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jim. Appreciate your time. Remember, come out here and mention this, and Jim's going to give you that settlement fee off the books.
No settlement.
No settlement fee,
Yeah,
sellers. Think about that. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.